A guy came to me super excited. He had saved some money. He had a location picked out and his whole plan was mapped out. He was even hiring his daughter to manage his new tapas bar. He was finally going to be his own boss and get his daughter home. I looked at the numbers for about 20 minutes and I told him, please don't do this. He did not listen. He lost his house because he'd financed it through a HELOC, a home equity line of credit. Now, I'm not telling you this story to scare you. I'm telling you this story because nobody told him what I'm about to tell you. And that's exactly why this channel exists. My name's Jason Schmidt. I'm a CPA, and I've spent years looking at financial reality behind small business, what they actually earn, what they actually owe, and what they're actually worth. Not what the broker tells you they're worth, and not what the seller wants you to believe they're worth, but what the actual numbers say. And what I've learned is this: most people buying a business under $500,000 are making decisions based on incomplete information, and they don't even know it. Not because they're not smart, but because nobody in that transaction is incentivized to tell them the truth. Let me give you a second example because this one happens constantly and nobody ever talks about it. A woman came to me. She was super excited. She was going to buy a self-serve car wash, good location, seemed like a solid deal. She was going to get the real estate as well as the business. But there was one problem. The car wash had been closed for 3 years. She thought she was buying a business, but she wasn't. She was buying assets, equipment that had been sitting idle for 3 years, a property that needed to be evaluated first on its real estate value because the business had zero revenue history to stand on. And all you're doing is buying assets that were 3 years old. The broker never explained that distinction. And it's not a small distinction, right? It changes the entire way you evaluate the deal and what you pay and whether it really makes financial sense at all. She didn't sign, but she almost did. That's what a CPA in your corner does. Here's the thing nobody openly talks about, right? When you're buying a small business, almost everyone at the table has a financial incentive for the deal to close. The broker gets their commission when it closes. The seller gets their money when it closes. Even the lender gets their fees when it closes. Nobody gets paid to tell you to walk away. So who is protecting you? Now, that's not an accusation. It's the reality of how deals work. And if you don't understand that going into the deal, you are the most vulnerable person in the room. This channel is specifically for people who are seriously looking to buy a business, a laundromat, a car wash, a service business, maybe a small retail shop, anything in the range of under $500,000. And it's also for people who can't afford to make a $50,000 mistake. Maybe you've got your savings tied up in this. Maybe you're using an SBA loan or your personal credit, like the guy who used a home equity line. Maybe this has been your plan for years that you've been building toward. This channel is for you. I built this channel because I kept meeting people who were weeks away of closing on a bad deal. And the only thing standing between them and a financial disaster was someone who actually knew how to read the numbers. What I put together for you is a complete roadmap. 2 series, each video connects, every video focused on one specific thing that business buyers get wrong. The first series is called the Business Buyer's Playbook. I know you heard playbook 100,000 times, but it does walk you through everything you need to know before you write the check. What's the business actually worth? How do you read the financials the right way? What does the broker legally not have to tell you? What lease clause could kill your deal even after you've already closed? The second series covers the money math, how to know when you can actually afford it, how seller financing works, when it's good for you and when it's a red flag, how to value a business the way a CPA does, not the way the broker does. Every video is short and specific. No generic business advice here, just exact things that save buyers money or save them from disaster. Start with video 1 and go in order. They're built to connect. I'll tell you at the end of each one what to watch next. If you're already looking at a specific business and you want a CPA's eyes on it before you move forward, then take the link in the description to my free school community on school.com Firewatch Business Lab. There, you can contact me directly. And if you're not ready yet for that, subscribe, hit that notification bell, hype this video, don't miss it on Thursdays, and go straight into video 1 right now. If you're already looking at a specific business and you want a CPA's eyes to go over it, then take the link below. It'll take you to my school.com group, Firewatch Business Lab. It's free to join. But if you're not there yet, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Now, go on straight into video 1. The playlist is called Business Buyer's Playbook, and it's right here on the channel. It's not about finding a deal. It's about avoiding the bad one.